Sponsored by Super.
It's the season finale you will never forget. Dollhouse, 9/8 Central Fox tomorrow.
Tonight, a little Portland history isn't the only thing you'll chew on at this local dance hall. Dirty Dining shows you what health inspectors found in the kitchen of the Crystal Ballroom. A massive explosion caught on camera. See what destroyed this popular shopping mall. A local woman sues her salon for thousands of dollars, saying they ruined her hair.
Well, you don't prepare for it.
Find out whether jurors will make the stylists pay up. But first, a local community is on high alert after Fox 12's Most Wanted pushed their way into an apartment with guns drawn.
It's scary. I mean, I even get scared.
Only on 12, what terrified neighbors are saying about the safety of their neighborhood. First on Fox. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Shauna Parsons.
And I'm Wayne Garcia. Tonight, Fox 12 is helping you prepare for the transition to digital television in 2 ways.
Later in the newscast, we will shut down our analog signal so you can see if you're ready for the big switch in June.
And you'll also have a chance to see our special report, Understanding the Digital Transition, that follows this newscast. Now, first on Fox tonight, the search is on for Fox 12's Most Wanted after cops say 3 people forced their way into an apartment and held the people inside at gunpoint. It happened just before midnight near the intersection of Northeast 162nd and Burnside in Gresham. KPTV's Mark Hanrahan is live in Gresham tonight with a story you'll see only on 12.
Well, Wayne, police say those crooks had their faces covered and were wearing dark clothes like this sweatshirt when they forced their way into that apartment looking for stuff to steal. Tonight, the people in this apartment say they're still too shaken up to talk about what happened less than 24 hours earlier, when police say 2 men and a woman forced their way into their home with a gun.
I think it's crazy.
But for people that live in the area like Brittany Taylor, it's crimes like this that are becoming all too common.
I've seen a lot of things that have gone on, and I've seen a lot of people, like even in my apartment complex, that have stolen things out of cars and are running from it. It's just neighborhoods going downhill.
And while many of the details are still under wraps tonight, police say the crooks forced the renters into their living room while they searched the place for stuff to steal. And after they had what they were after, they simply took off. No shots were fired. Nobody was injured.
People get hungry, they get desperate, you know, and I wish they wouldn't do that.
Alfonso Ellis lives nearby and says while he feels sorry for the victims, he's glad to hear the alleged armed robbery wasn't taken a step further.
I'm glad there's no one was hurt, you know. I'm so happy that nobody was hurt, because you can't replace a life, but you can get back your goods, but you can't get back your life.
Still, the home invasion has others on edge.
Yeah, it's scary. I mean, I even get scared.
Like this woman named Judy, who asked that we not show her face. She says what happened at this apartment is likely the result of drugs and gangs. 2 things she tells us are getting worse.
I think it's bad, and there's a lot of problems going on in this area. A lot of, drug activity and breaking in places.
Now, police describe the suspects as 2 black men and a black woman, all between the ages of 18 and 22 years old. The first man is described as being about 5 feet 10 inches tall with a skinny build. He had a tan shirt around his face and possibly had a smaller pistol. The second man is described as about 5 feet 9 inches tall with dark skin. He was wearing a bandana over his face, and the woman is said to have a medium build. She was wearing a black hoodie. If you think you might know who those folks are or anything about this case that could help, please contact Gresham Police. Reporting live tonight in Gresham, Mark Hanrahan, the 10 o'clock news.
You saw it first on the 10 o'clock news last night, raw sewage flooding into local homes. Well, tonight, Fox 12 has talked to Portland city officials who say they're still trying to figure out who should foot the bill. The Portland Water Bureau admits a city sewer line became clogged, forcing the sewage into the homes in North Portland. But while the city admits its role in the matter, the Water Bureau hasn't said who will have to pay the thousands of dollars in cleanup fees.
If there's a foreign object that shouldn't be in a sewer that's in the line, then that's a little bit different. And it's sort of a gray area, and that's why we do the investigations, to try to find out whose responsibility it is.
Now, because the blockage was not a root or a crushed pipe, the city has to investigate before making a decision on whether it'll pay for any of the damage to the homes, and that could take months. Crews spent the day cleaning up this mess of tires someone dumped along Northeast Marine Drive. Someone left the more than 200 tires in an illegal dump back on April 29th. Investigators say because of the large number of tires, they think a business might be to blame. So if you have any information, you're asked to call Multnomah County.
We have some new information tonight about 2 men accused of shooting a Vancouver police officer in the chest. Dalen Berg and Jeffrey Reed both appeared in Multnomah County Court today. They've been behind bars for unrelated charges in Oregon, but just this week, police named them as the suspects in that Vancouver shooting. Back in April, somebody shot Sergeant Jay Alley. Berg and Reed haven't said if they will fight extradition to Washington to face the charges in that shooting. Nearly 500 officers, family and friends joined together in Salem at the Oregon Public Safety Academy to honor the brave men and women who lost their lives in the line of duty. They gathered this afternoon, 5 months after the Woodburn bank bombing that took the life of Captain Tom Tennant of Woodburn Police and Senior Trooper Bill Hakeem of the Oregon State Police. Woodburn Police Chief Scott Russell was seriously hurt in that bombing, and today was his first public appearance since the bombing.
What should have attracted the attention were Tom's accomplishments as a man, as a husband, as a father, a community member, and as a police officer.
We're really lucky, the tenants and myself and Scott Russell's family, to have such a great outpouring of support from their fellow workers and community here in the state, and that this was given to us an opportunity to honor our husband's father's son. It's pretty spectacular.
In all, 4 names will join the names of other fallen officers honored on that memorial wall in Salem.
A local man says his commute to work has more than doubled since someone took off with his car. The man says he parked his car at the Lloyd Center parking lot on Monday, but when he came out of the mall, it was gone, and now he has to bike to work. KPTV Sophie Stone is live in Northeast Portland with his story and some tips to keep the same thing from happening to you. Sophie?
The victim says he parked his car on the 2nd floor of this covered garage just outside Nordstrom. He says when he realized someone had taken his car, he filed a police report and then had to take the bus home that night.
How am I going to get to work? How are my kids going to get to the grocery store, to the doctor?
Tonight, Stephen Alcorn has many questions, but very few answers. He says on Monday afternoon, he came to the Lloyd Center Mall with his family to have lunch. As always, he parked his 1993 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo like this one in the covered garage. But when they came out of the mall this time, Stephen says his car was gone.
My first thought was maybe I parked it in the wrong spot. I was hoping. And I called security and no truck.
Stephen says mall security circled the parking lot with him looking for his car. When they couldn't find it, they reviewed surveillance video. Stephen says security cameras caught the suspect scoping out several cars.
The next video of him is driving away in my Jeep at 4:02. My heart dropped.
Portland police are advising drivers to park in bright, well-lit places. Don't leave valuables in the car that would entice thieves, and get an alarm if you can.
We're walking everywhere. It's awful.
Stephen's fiance says it pains her to see him having to ride his bike an hour and a half to work every day. His commute by car was just 25 minutes.
We can't afford to take a taxi. We can't afford all that stuff. I mean, we're not the richest people. We're just barely scraping by.
Tonight, Stephen has this message for the thief.
Now I'm riding my bike to work and I leave 2 hours earlier, and it's a big part of my life that you've took from me.
Stephen says the suspect is a white man about 6 feet tall with a slim build. He's about 20 to 25 years old with long brown hair. He was wearing a black hoodie at the time of the theft, and the license plate on his car is 501DGN. Anyone with information on this case is asked to contact Portland Police. Reporting live in Northeast Portland tonight, Sophie Stone, the 10 o'clock news.
A man wanted on meth charges is in jail tonight after a chase with deputies. Cops say that they spotted Adam Purcell on a 4-wheeler today. They say he saw them and tried to drive away. Deputies say he finally made it onto an access road in Prineville and then crashed into a dump truck. Medics took him to a nearby hospital, and he now faces several charges.
We have some new details tonight about the local woman trampled by a horse. Tonight, her father is talking to Fox 12 about the accident. A horse kicked and trampled Amy Erickson near Sherwood yesterday. She called 911, but bad cell service kept dispatchers from hearing her clearly, and they didn't know where she was. So they went to work piecing together her location, eventually targeting a place near Sherwood, and a Clackamas County Sheriff's deputy found her lying on the ground, bleeding. But her father tonight tells us her injuries are not as bad as they first seemed.
She's been injured by horses before, where she's had some ribs broken, and luckily, this time, no serious injuries, and she should get well fast.
Amy's father says his daughter wants to especially thank the dispatchers and authorities who just didn't give up on her. He also thanks the staff at Legacy Emmanuel Hospital.
Now, Portland's first weather at 10.
Hey, Mark Nelson here in the First Live Local Weather Center. For the first time in a week, not much to look at on the live radar. We don't have any showers showing up. So let's go out to the beach here. This is our Chinook Winds beach cam. And a beautiful evening out there. This is, I think, from about 5 to 7 o'clock or so, about an hour before sunset. And you can see calming wind, just a few puffy clouds, and that was about it. It looks like you'll probably have a pretty nice sunrise out there at the beaches as well. Now, if you've been outside, you know it's getting chilly. A good portion of the metro area dropping into the 40s at this hour. Most of us stay in the 40s. Some spots, though, like Hillsborough, Scappoose, could drop into the 30s. Coming up, we've got the weekend forecast looking brighter, and we just had a tornado in Oregon yesterday. We'll talk about that.
The 10 o'clock news is just getting started.
A local woman doesn't like her hairstyle, and now she's taking her salon to court.
Her hair was obviously very dry and very brittle.
Hear why some workers say she brought this on herself. Multnomah County may cut hundreds of jobs, so Fox 12 wants to know why it's hiring someone to blog, use Facebook and Twitter for as much as $70 grand a year. It's a place true Portlanders come to gather, but health inspectors found something unsanitary growing in the kitchen. See where in tonight's Dirty Dining. The economic crisis hits businesses hard on Northwest 23rd Avenue.
I noticed there's a lot more, vacant real estate.
But they're not giving in. How they're keeping doors open and customers coming back.
And we do have a chilly night ahead. Some of you getting close to that frost point. We'll talk about that and the big warm-up for the weekend coming up.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local. Dollhouse season finale
He came for Eka.
will blow your mind. Dollhouse. Friday at 9 on Fox 12 Oregon.
It's Kelly's huge 35th anniversary sale, Friday and Saturday only. Save up to 35% on appliances, big screens, mattresses, lighting, and more. Make no down payment and pay no interest for 12 months. Save big this Friday and Saturday at Kelly's in Salem.
During Car Toys Mother's Day sale, upgrade your phone for less. Over 80 phones on sale, including guaranteed low prices on the most popular phones. Like the Samsung Gravity texting phone, just a penny from T-Mobile. AT&T's LG View touchscreen phone, free. And LG's NV2 texting phone from Verizon Wireless, just $29. Both same price for existing or new customers. Hurry, Car Toys Mother's Day sale ends Sunday.
Better way to go.
Give your children the gift of lifelong memories this year with this 21-foot trail sport that weighs just 3,380 pounds for $151 a month. Choose from Oregon's largest selection at Curtis Trailers, Portland and Beaverton.
The controversial change coming to the Rose Festival's Junior Parade. It's coming up on the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
How do we restart Oregon's economy? All across the state, lottery funds are creating new jobs and protecting existing ones. In Gresham, for example, they help bring a semiconductor plant back to life, keeping 400 people on the job and 400 families contributing to the local economy, working to keep Oregon working. The Oregon Lottery. It does good things. Lottery games are based on chance and should be played for entertainment only.
When I travel, I don't have to worry about bringing contacts or having something tear, bring an extra set. It's just visual freedom.
Save $1,000 off 2020 Institute's LASIK Commitment for Life until June 30th and live lens-free.
Summers are great, but kids can lose what they learned in school. Don't let them fall behind. Call Sylvan.
In just 3 hours a week, over 12 weeks, you will see results in your child's reading or math performance, improving one grade level, guaranteed.
Have you heard about PDXRewards.com? It's like frequent flyer miles for your TV. The more you watch Fox 12 Oregon, the more points you will earn.
Register today at PDXRewards.com and earn 250 points just for signing up. PDXRewards.com. Let your TV reward you with a website that gives back. Powered by Fox 12 Oregon.
A traffic alert tonight. A crash is closed I-84 westbound in the Troutdale area. These are live pictures you're looking at right now. It's all happening at exit 17. That's near Marine Drive. ODOT says both lanes into town are closed. However, traffic officers are redirecting cars off the freeway before that crash and then back on just about a third of a mile away. So it's not creating right now a huge backup, but something to be aware of. Crews are working to clear the roadway, but they don't think that they will have it open until about 1 a.m. We'll keep you posted if anything changes.
Well, you don't see cases like this in court very often. A local woman sued her hair salon for thousands of dollars because she said they ruined her hair. It took jurors just a few hours to reach their decision today. KPTV's Brett Weisberg spent the day in court and has the verdict.
After the 3-day trial, the jury's decision means Sarah Ward will not collect the $50,000 she had hoped for.
We are overwhelmed at the support that the community of Lake Oswego has given us.
Tonight, the owner of Remy Simone's salon is ready to move on.
We're just excited to get back to work.
Diana Rossalou has been in a 19-month battle against a former client, Sarah Ward. For the past 3 days, Ward and her attorney tried to convince a jury to award her $50,000.
Based upon the evidence that Ms. Ward's hair broke as a result of a chemical insult.
To collect the damages, Ward needed just 9 jurors to rule in her favor. But that didn't happen today.
Was Remy Simone and or Katia Kapsoff negligent in one or more of the ways alleged in the plaintiff's complaint? And your answer to that question, the verdict says no.
Letta Gorman says in 2007, her client had her hair bleached 3 times by Katia Kapsoff. But soon after those treatments, Ward's hair started falling out. Chopped and damaged, Ward told the jurors she was devastated.
They want somebody like that to change her look because they screwed up.
The defense says they tried working with Ward to fix the problem.
Well, you don't prepare for it. You know, learning experience. Everything's a learning experience, and something good comes out of everything.
As jurors left, they explained why they ruled in favor of the salon.
There just wasn't enough good, solid, hard facts that could not be disputed or argued.
Everyone in this case says they're ready to put this behind them.
It was a bad deal for her, for sure. I'm sorry it happened to her. And but we all need to take responsibility.
As Sarah left court today, she told us this was never a case about money. Reporting in News Control tonight, Brent Weisberg, the 10 o'clock news.
Well, some local students may not get to take part in the Junior Rose Festival parade. The boosters who help organize the parade say Portland Public School District officials will not allow kids to get out of school early for the parade for the first time ever. The June 3rd parade starts at 1 o'clock. School district officials say that they will allow kids to go home early if they have a note from a parent. Parade organizers say if the school district wanted to change the tradition, it should have held a meeting.
So what that ultimately means is that the nation's largest and oldest children's parade suddenly gets shrunk by a single action of the Portland Public Schools.
That decision does affect 6 schools. Portland Public School officials say they've received some complaints from some parents who don't want school to end early on parade day. Did a woman out of PDX have the H1N1 flu? Tonight, the Multnomah Health Department is trying to figure that out. Officials at Portland International Airport say an afternoon flight came in carrying a woman who had some flu symptoms. She agreed to go to the hospital for tests, and tonight the health department is working with DHS on that case. As of today, Oregon public health officials have received confirmation of 48 cases of H1N1 flu.
Tonight, a decision has been made about whether or not a controversial math curriculum will be taught in the Tigard-Tualatin School District. It's called college preparatory math, and parents say it just doesn't cover the basics, and it has even failed in California schools. But the district had been saying it's a balanced curriculum that emphasizes problem solving. Well, tonight, the school board voted 3-2 to bring back traditional math next fall, but they do say there will be a small amount of the college prep math added to the mix.
Well, it is known as one of the trendiest places in all of Portland, but it seems even Northwest 23rd isn't immune from the economic crisis. Take a stroll in that area of Portland, known for its unique and quaint shops and restaurants, and you'll see some things are changing. KPTV's Andrew Padula is live in Northwest Portland with more on the story. Andrew.
Well, Wayne, if you walk up and down along Northwest 23rd, you've probably seen signs at many storefronts like this, but some say hope is out there. Along Northwest 23rd, people are walking to a different beat.
I am noticing it all over. It's very sad to see because I really feel for these store owners.
Up and down the street, the signs stick out. Places for lease, stores sitting empty.
It looks like a lot of the smaller boutique-y kind of shops are closing.
I'm interested to see who the new people are.
The economy caught up with many store owners.
In January, February, and March, I reduced my hours for the first time in 23 years.
Some of those unique boutiques didn't survive. Shoppers stopped spending.
I've cut way back, and I think a lot more before I spend any money.
Some stores getting ready to close are offering huge sales.
I just see a lot more sales that don't seem to be working.
At Dazzle, owner Fabiana Priola says her store reflects the change. She feels it's on its way.
You know, I'm seeing more people that live in the neighborhood and people who come in from different parts of the city too. I'm just seeing an increase in number of people in the door.
Just as some of the higher-end boutiques are gone, blocks away on Burnside, a different type of store has sprung up. A bargain for your buck. Back on Northwest 23rd.
It's a little bit bizarre because there are places that I've walked by, you know, for the years that I've lived here, and they're empty now.
Everyone on this street is hoping for a new tune to this bad economy. And back here live, according to the Portland Business Journal, in the last 4 months, 22 stores have either closed or are in the process of closing in the northwest area of Portland. 9 of the stores are along Northwest 23rd. Reporting live from Northwest Portland, Andrew Padula, the 10 o'clock news.
Coming up tonight, a surprise in tonight's Dirty Dining, but it is not a welcome one.
Yeah, a customer says they found the head of a snake in one chain restaurant. You have to see this one to believe it.
A car company begs Congress for billions of dollars in bailout money, then turns around and throws a swanky party. Tonight, why executives are defending their actions.
And he's supposed to remain celibate, but this priest is in some hot water for these pictures showing him and a woman at the beach.
And it looks like a cold night coming up. In fact, some places east of the Cascades into the 20s overnight tonight. We'll have a much warmer forecast, though, coming up for the weekend.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Hi, Marmoleum Mike here at Linoleum City, where you can expect to find discounts on all your floor covering needs. From carpet, hardwood, marmoleum, and more.
Linoleum City, your floor covering specialist since 1955.
Show Mom she matters. Shop the JCPenney Mother's Day sale. Beautiful spring dresses are $29.99. This St. John's Bay leather handbag is $29.99. Worthington and A&A tops are $17.99. Get a sparkling diamond pendant or ring for $48.99. Get 25 to 50% off brands like Liz & Co., Nicole by Nicole Miller, Joneswear, Allen B, and more. Style, quality, and price matter. Go to jcp.com to find more on sale.
It's Gage Auto Sales 10th anniversary sale. Over 300 top quality cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from, with millions of dollars in financing available. Find the right vehicle at the right price right now. The 10th anniversary sale going on now at Gage Auto Sales on McLaughlin in Milwaukee.
In tonight's Fox 12 Final Cut, the long-awaited arrest of Drew Peterson, but it has nothing to do with his missing wife. The wait is over if you want to get paid to post on Facebook, and local taxpayers will foot the bill. And where do you see what health inspectors found at a popular local restaurant? These stories and much more tonight in the Fox 12 Final Cut.
Weekendville. Paybackville. Truthville. Feed your summer fun with the full, juicy flavor of Johnsonville sausage. Create your own Ville at johnsonville.com.
From early in the morning until late at night, Mom is on the move, balancing family, health, errands, work, friends. And that's just Monday. Let Mom relax this Mother's Day with a perfectly affordable gift from Massage Envy. Professional massage therapists, convenient hours and locations, and all available on her schedule. Mom's job is 24/7, which makes an hour of relaxation from Massage Envy the perfect gift.
Closed captioning for the 10 o'clock news is brought to you by Comcast.
There are sales, and then there's Sleep Country's Super Sale. Save up to $500 on a great selection of firm, plush, and pillow top sets from Simmons Beauty Rest and Sealy Posturepedic. Save up to $300 on fashion beds, futons, and convertible sofas. Get 24 months free financing plus a free bed frame with Tempur-Pedic or the Sleep Number bed. There are sales, and then there's Sleep Country's Super Sale.
Tonight, Senator Ron Wyden wants the federal government to give people in Vernonia 4 more months to use those temporary trailers. The government provided them after a major storm and flood back in December of 2007, but they were only for 18 months, and that will expire on June 8th. Wyden says people just weren't able to move into those trailers until 4 months after they got there, which is why he wants to push for the extension. In news around the Northwest tonight, the Obama administration wants to improve weather forecasting in the Pacific Northwest. President Obama's 2010 budget includes $7 million for an upgraded weather radar system to improve storm forecasting in Washington state. Senator Maria Cantwell says the high-quality technology could reach more than 100 miles into the Pacific. Cantwell says she plans to push for that legislation.
Seattle's former police chief is officially the nation's next drug czar. The Senate overwhelmingly confirmed Gil Kerlikowske today. He will join the Obama administration and says he'll try to address drug-related violence along the Mexican border. He says he will take a science-based approach to his new job.
Well, today we had just a few light showers out there and just a lot of cloud cover moving through, but by late in the day, boy, the sunshine was breaking through, and that is a sign of an improving forecast to come. That's coming up after the break. Stick around.
Also ahead, the Crystal Ballroom is popular for concerts and burgers, but the health department found something in the kitchen workers probably don't want to be known for. See what? In Dirty Dining.
It's not something anyone expects while shopping. See why the strip mall became the site of a sudden explosion, and it was caught on camera.
And local leaders may have to slash more than 200 jobs, but there is one position they are hiring for, a Facebook and Twitter coordinator. Is it worth it? You be the judge.
And you have a chance to win $100 from Fox 12. Just listen for the secret code word for your chance to win.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Looking for a great local job? Here are a few Northwest jobs from Fox 12 Oregon, powered by JobDango.com. In Salem, Salem-Kaiser Public Schools is hiring a technology data administrator. In Beaverton, Washington County 911 is hiring an administrative specialist. And in Portland, Lewis and Clark College is hiring a law school facilities manager. For details on these local jobs and thousands more, or to advertise your jobs, go to KPTV.com and click on Northwest Jobs at the left side of our homepage.
Want Mother's Day gifts that won't break the bank? Ross has thousands of gifts your mom will love at prices you'll love. Mother's Day at Ross. The savings are unbeatable.
Happy Mother's Day.
I love bourbon. Love the smell. Love the taste. Think about it all day. If I don't have a bourbon by noon, look out. Nothing better than knocking back a big one between surgeries. Helps keep me focused.
After all, there's never a bad time for bourbon. Introducing the Kentucky Bourbon Burger. New at Carl's Jr. Eat responsibly.
You could go to a department store and get this outfit for $102. Or you could go to Ross and get the same outfit, plus the shoes, the handbag, the earrings, and the watch, and still have money left over for a taxi. Ross, the savings are unbeatable.
Local technology that could revolutionize companies around the world and pump money into our economy. It's coming up on the 10 o'clock news. First, 5 local.
Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries in Portland and Salem have been selected to liquidate all overstocks from 4 Lazy Boy factories. $2 million of national Lazy Boy overstocks will be sold at the lowest prices in Lazy Boy history. Markdowns are huge now on recliners, sofas, sectionals, chairs, tables, and more. Financing is available. Hurry in now for best selections. For a limited time only, the Lazy Boy National Authorized Factory Liquidation, starting this week, all 6 area stores.
Every woman should hear Jody's story. Jody was always healthy.
Her pap was always normal. Still, I recommended she also get the HPV test. Her pap looked fine. The HPV test showed
She had the virus that could cause cervical cancer.
most HPV infections don't cause problems, but another exam confirmed she had cervical disease.
But Jody's story has a happy ending.
We caught it before it became cancer. So if you're 30 or over, make sure you get the HPV test along with your pap.
The Digene HPV test from Qiagen. Take the test, not the risk.
The Northwest leader in new home liquidation, newhomesale.org, is back with our biggest sale ever. Over 100 new homes by 3 award-winning builders must be sold by June 30th. These quality homes have full warranties and many include neighborhood parks, open spaces, pools, clubhouses, and other luxury amenities. These homes are located in great neighborhoods across the Portland, Vancouver, and Salem areas. To view the entire inventory of homes, go to www.newhomesale.org.
Well, tonight, Fox 12 is helping you understand the transition to digital television. Coming up later in the newscast, we will be conducting a live test for you to see if you're ready. See that yellow countdown timer there at the top of your screen that says about 24, 22 seconds? That's when we're going to do it. We're going to shut down the analog signal, and if your TV picture and sound goes out, it means you still need to upgrade that TV. That's coming up later in the program. And we're also answering your questions about digital television. Following this newscast, we invite you to join us for our special report, Understanding the Digital Transition. That's tonight, right after the 10 o'clock news.
In tonight's Consumer Watch, great news for working moms in Washington State. SmartMoney.com ranked the state of Washington number 10 on the list of 10 best places for working moms. The criteria: good jobs, affordable and high-quality childcare, workplace flexibility, and family leave. The state scored well for well-regulated childcare and workplace flexibility. However, at more than $10,000 a year, childcare in Washington is still on the expensive side. Fox 12 for your iPhone is climbing the charts. We're really proud of this. Yesterday, we told you that the Fox 12 To Go app ranked at number 18 for the most popular downloads. Well, get this. Tonight, we're at number 11 in the iPhone App Store. Number 1 is Yahoo. Number 2 is the Wall Street Journal. But Fox 12 is one of the highest-ranking local news stations in the country on that list. So thank you. Thanks to you for making that happen, and download it if you haven't already.
It may sound impossible, but a local team at Xerox has developed a new kind of printing technology that not only helps us live green, it could also give our economy a big boost. Imagine, if you will, a color printer in your office that doesn't need any cartridges and doesn't leave smudges on your copies or ink on your hands. The brand new Xerox Color Cube's environmentally friendly. It uses solid blocks of ink for color printing that are completely waste-free. The best part is that they're made in Wilsonville.
The Color Cube machine generates approximately 90% less waste than what a typical color laser would.
Again, very simple for the customer. Open up the ink loader and drop the ink sticks in, and that's it.
You think you could use those ink sticks outside on the driveway? You know how the kids use the
try.
chalk?
Yeah, they would try.
Well, once you load 4 color sticks into the machine, engineers say that you're set for 200,000 copies, and they claim that the quality is just as good on recycled paper.
Well, a field once covered in trash and hypodermic needles is now filled with kids playing baseball. Little leaguers and parents gathered at Fernwood Field in northeast Portland tonight for a dedication ceremony. The project took more than 2 years to complete. It was fenced off with barbed wire while safety issues were sorted out a year ago. Parents say it used to be an eyesore covered with dangerous objects. Look at it now. It is something to be proud of.
On the weekends, kids are playing kickball or they're playing soccer with their friends. You know, now kids can come here on their own and play basketball where you might have needed a parent to escort you just to make sure that everything was safe. And it's a great place to gather.
What a great difference that'll make for that community. The renovation cost $125,000. It was funded primarily by grants and the work of local people and organizations there.
Fox 12 Chief Meteorologist Mark Nelson joins us now. I understand you were north of the river today, visiting our friends up in Vancouver.
I'm almost finished with my school visits for the year, but today was kind of special because a lot of you may remember, and I think you too remember, the drink words. We followed them around last summer, talking about expensive gas all
on
around
the road
the West.
trip.
Yeah, they were on a road trip for about 3 weeks, right? Remember,
yeah,
all girls and
Took
Veronica.
pictures of all the gas prices where they went.
And gas prices were very high.
Yeah.
Hopefully this summer will be cheaper, but they went to that school. I had my usual school thing here. And what you'll see is they gave us all these great pictures here. There's a picture of the classroom. There were actually 4 classes in there, 100 kids. But I see Molly Drinkword here did all the art.
Nice. Quite a talent.
This great little portfolio here, ready to go as I walked out the door.
Nice.
Great place. And they also gave us some chips and salsa. That was pretty nice as well.
Yeah, she makes great salsa.
Yeah, salsa was good stuff. Thank you very much. But just a few more class visits to go. The school year is wrapping up, which means summer is right around the corner, right? Yeah, should be. Okay, let's take a look outside right now if we could. Look at that. We've got a almost full moon out there. That's a view from our skyline camera. It's going to be a bright night because we have skies clearing out. And with skies clearing out, of course, starting to get kind of chilly out there. Now, we made it to 62 today. It's a little below average for this time of the year. We were 58 at Salem. And east side, some spots, boy, had a tough time getting much above 50. Burns and Baker City, 53 degrees at both places. Current temperatures, it's in the 30s there. Most of us west side already down in the 40s. It's kind of chilly for this time of the night and this time of the year. But let's step back one day. Yesterday, if you're watching during our 4 o'clock show, it was a little bit out of our viewing area, but over in Umatilla County, we mentioned that there have been some severe thunderstorms that moved through that area. Well, one of those did produce an EF1 tornado. I think that's the same strength as what we had in Vancouver about 14 months ago. And here are the details on that. It actually did quite a bit of destruction over there, over a mainly open area. It was a 1.5 mile long path, tore a metal roof section through to half a mile, 50-gallon drums, those big things, quarter-mile distance. They were thrown that far by the tornado, and also golf ball size hail. So we don't see many of that strength of tornado, many of those here in the Pacific Northwest. Now, we've had one in Washington and one in Oregon here within about a year and a half. Well, weather, boy, it's going to be dead the next few days, which means good stuff for you. It looks like some beautiful weather coming up the next 3 days. No weather systems to the west. The cool air over us, that's going to push off to the east. Warmer air comes in from the west. And this will kind of push a jet stream up to the north for a few days. Unfortunately, it's going to come right back at us, I think, on Sunday night and Monday. So enjoy 3 days of dry weather, and then the showers come back for the beginning of next week. Our cloud and rain forecast shows maybe some morning clouds tomorrow, especially inland. Maybe some morning clouds along the beaches on the Saturday and Sunday mornings. And then some high clouds coming up Sunday afternoon, but otherwise it's going to be real nice. So weekend getaway looking good. Let's do that first, and then we'll get to tomorrow's forecast. A good outdoor weekend in the valley, near 70 on Saturday, lower 70s on Sunday, a few high clouds for Mother's Day. In the gorge, not a good windsurfing weekend. I think there'll be light wind both days. Temperatures up in the mid-70s, especially at the east end of the gorge on Sunday. And then for eastern Oregon, looks like a dry and warm weekend coming up. Kind of slow to warm up tomorrow and Saturday, and then into the 70s, I think, in eastern Oregon on Sunday. So pretty much a cloudless weekend anywhere east of the Cascade Crest. So let's go to tomorrow's forecast, and we will go to eastern Oregon to start with. I can tell you this, it looks like a nice day tomorrow, a little bit warmer, 50s, some 60s, 64 Pendleton, maybe just touching 70 at the Dalles. Up on Mount Hood, a little bit warmer. By the way, great climbing weather on the mountain this weekend with no weather systems approaching. We're in the peak of the climbing season. Good firm snow since it's been cold, so good news up there. And then west of the Cascades for tomorrow, mid to upper 60s here in the valleys. Some brief morning clouds, including here in the metro area. Notice the temperature. It's going to be chilly in the morning. It'll take a while to get up into the upper 60s by 5 p.m. So kind of mid-spring to late spring temperatures as we go through the day. Mother's Day looks real nice. Nothing has really changed on here, except we bumped up the high temperatures for Mother's Day, maybe around 72. But the showers do come back for the beginning of next week. And don't forget, you can always go online, KPTV.com, and check out our instant desktop weather. That comes down on your PC.
In tonight's Final Cut, smart move or mistake? You decide as we show you why GM is spending a pretty penny throwing a party. On the same day, it announced billions of dollars in losses. Do you think it's smart to use your tax money in these economic times to hire a county blogger while having to let go of more than 200 other positions? And see if one local landmark made all the right moves in the kitchen to prepare for health inspectors. Tonight's Dirty Dining checks out the Crystal Ballroom. The Final Cut is next.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
She's Mom of the Year. To celebrate, her daughters will shop Kohl's incredible Mom's Day sale. You'll find huge savings during power hours, Friday 3 to 11 p.m. and Saturday 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Like 50 to 60% off handbags, an extra 15% off fine jewelry, already 60% off. Savings on frames and styles for her. The perfect gifts for the woman who's given them the greatest gift of all. Kohl's incredible Mom's Day sale is this Friday and Saturday. Kohl's, expect great things.
It's A&W's 90th anniversary, and we're saluting the day in June 1919 that Roy Allen and Frank Wright combined their initials and opened the first A&W. It's a celebration that's 90 years in the making and 9 days long. From May 1st through May 9th, get a world-famous A&W root beer float for just 90 cents. That's right, a cool, creamy, classic A&W root beer float for just 90 cents for 9 days to celebrate A&W's 90th anniversary. It's all happening May 1st through 9th at A&W, my place.
So the insurance company and the folks that did this to me have some sort of arrangement. They get more work and the insurance company gets kickbacks. I see. Look! Who wins here? Not me.
or me.
Oh,
It's your right to choose who fixes your car, not the insurance companies. You know, I'm on your side.
Drew Peterson finally under arrest, but it has nothing to do with his missing wife, plus everything else you need to know next in the Fox 12 Final Cut.
You know who you are. You don't want to work in a cubicle. You are not afraid to work. You like a creative challenge. You want to be inspired. You want to learn the craft. Stylist, esthetician, editorial artist. Aveda Institute Portland, your future is waiting. Call 503-294-6000 or AvedaPDX.com.
At Mattress World, we want you to get a great night's sleep. And we have the largest selection at $5.99, plus free bed frame, free delivery, free fitted sheet, free flat sheet, 2 free pillowcases, and 2 free pillows. Free hallway of the old, 101 night comfort guarantee, and free financing for 1 full year. We make sure you get the best value for your dollar, so if we can't beat the price on any comparable mattress, then the mattress is free.
It's not too late to sleep like a baby. Mattress World.
There has never been a better time to buy a diamond, and LaRock Brothers will never be undersold for a certified diamond. LaRock Brothers, local, family-owned, for 99 years.
Now's a great time to buy at Cooney BMW. Let us surprise you with our great prices, free maintenance, and outstanding service. Named one of the best dealers in the country, Cooney BMW Performance has an address, 217 in Canyon Road, Beaverton.
Stand by the final cut in 3, 2, 1, cue 'em.
The Final Cut begins with fire season 2009 and another sleepless night for thousands of people in Southern California. More than 13,000 people are out of their homes tonight as a wildfire continues to spread near Santa Barbara tonight. You're looking at live pictures. You can still see those flames flaring up across the area. The blaze reached the same burn area that destroyed 200 homes 6 months ago. Nearly 1,400 firefighters are battling those blazes. At least 10 have been hurt. So far, no specific damage estimates are available.
Now, news across America tonight starts in Georgia, where a doctor gets an unusual birthday gift, a big box of pot. UPS delivered a package to the man's house on his birthday, and it was on his front porch when he left for work, but he didn't open it right away. He cut it open when he got home to find a big block of marijuana. He says he thought it was moss at first. That is, until he got the smell of it.
Chiseled into this block, it was very compact, and I realized this was not sphagnum moss because the odor suddenly changed.
Authorities say the name on the address label was probably made up. The street value of that packaged pot is about $40,000.
Drew Peterson is behind bars tonight in Illinois, arrested in connection with the murder of his third wife. This is video of his children being taken out of his home in a Chicago suburb. Police say Kathleen Savio was found dead in a dry bathtub back in 2004. And Peterson has also been a suspect in the disappearance of his 23-year-old wife, Stacy Peterson. This next story might make you upset. On the same day General Motors announced it had lost $6 billion in the first quarter, the company hosted a huge party in Arizona. GM flew in 500 of its biggest customers, not employees, to a Phoenix resort. The company says it won't give the cost of the event, but says it is significantly less than it was last year. No one from the U.S. government has responded. A Florida priest is in big trouble tonight after pictures show him lying on a beach with a woman. He's now on leave, and the church is struggling with how to handle the scandal. Just last week, the priest announced on a radio show that he thinks priests should be allowed to get married.
A gas leak causes a huge explosion at a shopping mall in Maryland, and it is caught on camera. Take a look at this. Investigators had evacuated the mall just a few minutes before that explosion right there after shoppers started smelling fumes. The blast still injured 6 people, including a man working on one of the gas lines. The explosion caused thousands of dollars worth of damage to several stores. A full investigation is underway tonight. The Final Cut goes local tonight with controversy in Multnomah County. The county could be forced to cut more than 200 positions, but has an opening for a job that requires somebody to use Twitter and Facebook. KPTV's Andrew Dula is live at the Fox 12 mobile newsroom now with this controversy. Andrew?
Well, Wayne, can you believe this? It's a full-time job that pays $60,000 to $70,000 a year, and one of the requirements is to update the county's Facebook and Twitter page. Now, Multnomah County says it created this position because people don't know what their county does for them. Aside from being on Facebook and Twitter, the position requires applicants to be able to write news releases, editorials, and web content on tight deadlines. But some don't think it's worth taxpayer money.
It looks like probably a misappropriation of payroll dollar, and they could probably find somebody that would do it very cheaply.
I don't think that it's appropriate to pay somebody to play around on the internet all day. If they have a county website, I don't see why that's not enough.
Yeah, I think it's a little tough in today's environment to spend that money there. So, yeah, I don't think it's a good idea.
And the office chair for public affairs is taking a pay cut. They're also eliminating a couple of positions and rearranging some money to pay for this coordinator position. That job posting closes May 20th. Reporting live from the Fox 12 mobile newsroom tonight, Andrew Padula, the 10 o'clock news.
So you might have a different opinion, and Fox 12 does want to know what you think about this, so we invite you to take our web poll. Should Multnomah County hire a full-time social media coordinator? You can vote now online at kptv.com.
Well, talk about some extreme dirty dining. If you're eating, you might want to pause for this story. A man from the Albany, New York area says he found something peculiar in his food while dining at a TGI Fridays there on Sunday night. Jack Pendleton says he found the snake head in his broccoli, and he used his cell phone to take the picture he saw. He describes what happened when he first saw it.
And when I finally got it turned over all the way, that was when I saw the eye sockets that were all black and sunken in, and there was a bit of skin that was missing from the top of the forehead, and you could see the skull through there.
Oh, that is so disgusting. This guy says he is not looking for a payday, though. He says he will not be going back to that Fridays, but he also says he has no plans to sue.
Well, back here at home, Portland landmarks get health inspections, too, and the results are not always memorable. But tonight, Dirty Dining shows you a historic place with a health score some would rather forget. KPTV's Carrie Tomlinson joins us live now with more on that. Carrie.
Well, the owners of this place say it is on the National Historic Register. It's a restaurant and several bars, all under one roof at the Crystal Ballroom.
Bite into a burger here, and you bite into Portland history. 9 decades of dance and drink, song, and now supper. The Crystal Ballroom began as a dance hall around World War I, and now carries on as a McMenamins music hall with bars and a restaurant. But all this history can't change the score of the Crystal Ballroom's last semi-annual health inspection, a 62 out of 100, a failing grade. Inspectors wrote up sticky and moldy soda guns and holsters in 4 bars at the Crystal Ballroom with pink mold built up inside the holsters. They noted that the ice machine in the Crystal Ballroom bar was moldy inside and quite soiled outside. They saw that the tabletop can opener was quite soiled in some parts as well. Inspectors reported that 2 dishwashers were not sanitizing dishes properly to kill germs on your plates. They also tested burgers coming off the grill and found they were not hot enough, not cooked enough, to kill germs that could make you sick. Many of these were repeat violations, problems turning up again on the inspection, even after a warning last time through. Inspectors did give compliments as well, saying they saw good cooling procedures, clean cooking and equipment surfaces, and clean and well-supplied restrooms, among other things. But the list of violations was longer and gave the place its F grade. We paid a visit to the Crystal Ballroom.
We're with Fox 12 News, and we do stories on restaurant inspections.
Yes.
And we saw that the report for the Crystal Ballroom was a failing inspection.
The assistant manager referred us to another person in charge.
Come back during regular business hours would be better when our property manager's around.
The property manager later told us they were able to correct some of the violations on the spot and some violations later on. He says it's difficult to stay violation-free because they have such a large place. But he adds the scoring system is very important, and they're very concerned about health and safety. They've received a perfect score in the past, he says, and 100 is always their goal. Inspectors returned for the mandatory reinspection and bumped the score up to an 89. That means the doors stay open at the Crystal Ballroom Another night of music, magic, and history in downtown Portland.
And now for some highs and lows. Muchas gracias on Commercial in Salem gets a 75 out of 100, below 70 is failing. Wendy's Happy Garden Buffet in Woodburn gets a 73. And Feu de Lat in Southeast Portland gets close with a 71. For highs, the Nordstrom Cafe on Southeast 82nd gets 2 perfect scores. Backyard Bistro in Welch's gets 3 100s in a row. But how about 5 top scores for Nuts on Sports Pizza in Boring? And that is Dirty Dining for tonight. Reporting live, Carrie Tomlinson, the 10 o'clock news.
And if you would like to learn more about the most recent health inspection of your favorite restaurant, all you have to do is go to our website, kptv.com. We have links for all the local counties' health departments, and you can see who passed and who failed. It's all at kptv.com.
All right, now in the final cut, it is time for your chance to win a $100 MasterCard, no strings attached. Just fire up your computer and head to pdxrewards.com. Tonight's code word is shopping. Once you enter that word into your account, you will be entered to win a $100 prepaid MasterCard. So good luck. And that is tonight's final cut.
Still to come after the break, we are getting ready to turn off our analog signal so you can see if you're ready for that transition to digital TV.
And a reminder, if you're away from the TV, you can still watch the 10 o'clock news every night. Fox 12 streams all of our newscasts live online at kptv.com. We'll be right back.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Looks like we're going to see plenty of rain over the next week. As we get a little bit later in the day, we should see plenty of sunshine. What started out as drizzle this morning could end up with a lot of rain this afternoon. Nice sunshine over the weekend.
Stay on top of the changing spring weather with Andy Carson's first live local forecast. Weekday mornings from 4:30 to 9 on Good Day Oregon.
It's Kelly's huge 35th anniversary sale, Friday and Saturday only. Save up to 35% on appliances, big screens, mattresses, lighting, and more. Make no down payment and pay no interest for 12 months. Save big this Friday and Saturday at Kelly's in Salem.
Think you have what it takes to host the ultimate outdoor show on Comcast Sportsnet? This is a casting call for all men and women interested in hosting a new reality series. The winner will get to host their very own TV show on Comcast Sportsnet, featuring some of the greatest outdoor activities of the Northwest. Do you have what it takes? For more details and a full application, visit csnnw.com. Comcast Sportsnet. Game on.
Celebrate spring with a $400 savings on a premium Serta mattress set from Bedmart. A foam-encased Serta for just $5.99 with nothing down and no interest for 12 months. Hurry in, quantities are limited. Sleep well, save money. Bedmart.
You're getting closer to the digital deadline. Your chance to see whether your TV is ready is coming up on the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
The Northwest leader in new home liquidation, newhomesale.org, is back with our biggest sale ever. Over 100 new homes by 3 award-winning builders must be sold by June 30th. These quality homes have full warranties and many include neighborhood parks, open spaces, pools, clubhouses, and other luxury amenities. These homes are located in great neighborhoods across the Portland, Vancouver, and Salem areas. To view the entire inventory of homes, go to www.newhomesale.org.
For some, it's hands in the earth, the joy of bringing beauty to life. For others, it's a moment of instant color. And for others, it's the joy of making the outdoors part of the way you live, part of your home. You'll find what you need at Fred Meyer.
The show with a knack for unexpected twists has a few more of its sleeve.
Hi, Mom.
All new Prison Break, Friday at 8 on Fox 12 Oregon.
The change to digital television is coming this June, and Fox 12 wants to help you get ready.
Right now, both KPTV and our sister station, KPDX, broadcast in both digital and analog, but soon it will only be digital. Kevin Quarry joins us now live to explain how the test is going to work. Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. The mandatory switchover is scheduled for June 12th. Now, in just a moment, we're going to turn off our analog broadcast signal for about 15 seconds. That will help you test your TV. If you lose our signal, don't change the channel. You'll be able to see our signal once the test is over. and then we'll tell you what you need to do before the deadline. Okay, so you're ready? All right, we're going to switch our... And there we go. Now, if you're seeing our broadcast right now, then you don't need to do anything. Anyone who does not own a digital TV and gets their programming over the air will need to take certain steps in order to view television once the switchover occurs. Again, if you're seeing our signal, the TV you're watching right now is okay. Okay, so now we're going to turn the analog signal back on. And there we go. So you have just seen a test of what will happen on June 12th when analog broadcast is shut off and the switch to digital is complete. If you lost your signal, saw snow, or just saw a black screen, well, that means your television is not ready for the digital transition. So you have several options to correct this problem before June 12th. You can purchase a converter box, buy a new digital television, or you can contact a satellite or cable provider and sign up for their service. Now, for more information and a complete breakdown of the switch to digital, just go to kptv.com and click on the countdown to digital TV. Reporting live tonight, Kevin Kawari, the 10 o'clock news.
Thank you, Kevin, and thanks for joining us tonight. If you have more questions about the transition to digital television, don't go anywhere.
Yeah, because coming right up, our Fox 12 special report, Understanding the Digital Transition. For now, the news does continue online at kptv.com. We hope you have a great night and get ready for that transition, which happens coming up in just about a month.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
This digital television test is brought to you by Comcast. Comcast, future ready.
Did your TV switch to snow during KPTV's digital test moments ago? If it did, you need to find a viewing solution prior to the digital transition in June. If you don't, you'll lose your TV signal and your favorite shows.
There's an easy solution. Comcast Cable. For pennies a day, Comcast's limited basic package can be your antenna, delivering local broadcast channels without a converter box or extra equipment. Don't wait. Call 1-800-COMCAST today.
During Car Toys Mother's Day sale, upgrade your phone for less. Over 80 phones on sale, including guaranteed low prices on the most popular phones. Like the Samsung Gravity texting phone, just a penny from T-Mobile. AT&T's LG View touchscreen phone, free. And LG's NV2 texting phone from Verizon Wireless, just $29. Both same price for existing or new customers. Hurry, Car Toys Mother's Day sale ends Sunday.
Car Toys. Better way to go.
Maybe this is the year you get away on your own terms. No deadlines, no schedules, just you and your sense of adventure. Take the first step today by visiting CurtisTrailers.com. Compare more than 200 floor plans and 17 brands, plus dozens of weekly sales specials, all at CurtisTrailers.com. Discover the world of towable RVs from Oregon's largest selection at Curtis Trailers, Portland and Beaverton.
Next time on Better, tips for changing your bad eating habits before bedtime. Plus, win the ultimate girlfriend's getaway. Tomorrow at a new, better time, 10 a.m.
Arby's new Bacon Cheddar Roast Burger, made with freshly sliced roast beef, cheddar cheese, and thick-cut pepper bacon. It's the burger done better. One bite will have you saying, I'm thinking Arby's.
Enjoy one of life's little pleasures. Yoplait has a sweetly satisfying taste and creamy texture that you can't resist. Yoplait in 25 delicious flavors. It is so good.
Hillsboro Hyundai? Hillsboro Hyundai. Lower prices? Hillsboro Hyundai?
You know, it's pretty simple. They just can't compete with Hyundai's quality, styling, and our prices.
Save $5,000 on all 2009 Hyundai Sonata SEs loaded with options. Save $5,000 on the Sonata GLS with the full power package, now just $14,999.
With America's best warranty and Hyundai Assurance Plan, we're making more sense than ever. Don't overpay at Hillsboro Hyundai.
This is a Fox 12 special report, Understanding the Digital Transition.
The way you watch television is about to change.
I'm just kind of waiting until the switch comes.
But you don't have to wait. You can enjoy the benefits of digital TV right now. We'll show you how to tell if you need to take action.
I've heard you don't have to buy a whole new TV set.
How to get a coupon from the government in case you need some new equipment. Fox 12 wants to help you understand the digital TV transition. Well, thank you for joining us. I'm Kevin Kawari, and let's start at the beginning. What is digital television? Well, digital television, or DTV, is an advanced broadcasting technology that offers better picture and sound quality. Now, back in 1996, Congress authorized giving TV stations an additional channel so they could start broadcasting a digital signal while keeping their analog signals up and running. Well, those analog signals are going away on June 12th, which means if you're not set up to receive the digital signal, your TV could go dark. You might remember Congress initially set a deadline of February 17th for the end of analog broadcasting, but when surveys showed millions of Americans weren't ready to make the switch, lawmakers voted to delay that transition. Some TV stations stopped broadcasting analog in February, but Fox 12 and PDX TV listened to our viewers' concerns and decided to hold off on making the switch until June 12th. As KPTV's Jim Hyde explains, it's part of our commitment to helping you understand the digital transition.
A DTV signal would be nothing but snow on a set that's only receptive to analog broadcast. Operators at a phone bank like this one want to help those who have not installed the converter box become ready for DTV. Most Portland TV stations are joining a single phone bank and DTV Help Center. Trained staff are manning the phones from 8 until 5. That center is located at OPB, but people in all cooperating stations are taking calls in their buildings too.
They didn't get their coupons, what kind of box to buy, how to hook it up. The manual's not making sense. It's hooked up correctly, but they're not getting any channels or they haven't scanned yet.
It just plugs directly into the TV.
Operators at the Help Center have been trained to walk you through the connecting process over the telephone. You can also come here to KPTV to see the DTV converter box setup.
Many of them will come with a couple of different kinds of plugs. Right here you've got an RCA type of plug, and we had a different kind of coax cable plug, and so basically you need to take whatever kind of plug you had in your TV and use that in your converter box.
Delaying the changeover to June 12th should help avoid consumer confusion.
I'm just looking at it viewer by viewer to help because they're going to need help before or after June 12th.
Jim Hyde, Fox 12, Oregon.
Well, the Portland DTV Help Center hotline is 1-800-241-8123. Now, we'll bring you that number again in case you don't have a pen and paper nearby. And you can also find out more information by going to our website. That is kptv.com. So you might be wondering, why? Why is the FCC making this nationwide switch? Well, the conversion to an all-digital signal frees up the airwaves, which means there's more room for Wi-Fi services and new dedicated communication channels for emergency first responders. And you win, too. Digital signals offer a crisper picture when you're watching TV. So mark your calendar. Fox 12 and PDX TV will shut off our analog signals on Friday, June 12th. It happens at 9 a.m. And that means we'll only be sending out our digital signal. So if you're not equipped to see our digital signal, you need to take action. Now you might be wondering how to tell whether you are ready for the end of analog broadcasts. Well, there are a few different ways to tell. First, if your TV was made after March 1st, 2007, it is equipped with a digital tuner. Those sets must be marked to let you know they contain digital tuners. Look for markings with words like integrated digital tuner or digital tuner built in. Of course, you can refer to your TV manual for that information as well. One warning for you: if the set is labeled as digital or HD TV monitor or digital ready or HD TV ready, it may not contain a digital tuner. If that's the case, you'll need an over-the-air digital set-top box to bring in that digital signal. Another way to know if your TV is ready for the end of analog is to test your set. Now, we've been broadcasting DTV tests for months to show you what happens when that analog signal goes away. And this is what it looks like.
What we're going to do right now is we're going to turn off the analog broadcast signal here on PDX TV. See, there it went right there. Now, if you're seeing our broadcast right now, then your TV is all set for the transition. You don't have to do anything different than what you're doing right now for your TV to work during the switch.
And we'll continue running those tests to see if your TV is ready for the end of analog on both Fox 12 and PDX TV. Go to kptv.com for a complete schedule of the upcoming tests. Now, if your TV goes to snow during those tests, you will need a converter box. That box makes digital programming viewable on older TVs. It also offers features you probably don't have right now, like a remote control with a guide feature that tells you what you're watching and tells you what's coming up next. For a list of stores that sell converter boxes, go to kptv.com and click on the Digital Countdown box. That's on the main page. Also, the government is offering $40 coupons to help you buy a converter box. 2 coupons are available to any household, but they're only valid for 90 days. So when you get your coupons, look for the expiration date on them and use them right away. And if you already got coupons that expired before you could use them, the government has good news for you.
We're also going to be able to use the first-class mail system, and we're also going to be able to reissue coupons to consumers whose coupons expired before they were able to use them.
And you can order your coupons by calling 1-888-DTV-2009, that number right there on your screen, or by going to this website, dtv2009.gov. And we have all that information online at our website, kptv.com, and we'll bring it to you again during this show. Well, now that you know what the converter box does, and you should have a good idea as to whether you need one, we want to show you how simple they are to install. We checked in with the electronics experts at Fred Meyer to show us in real time just how easy installation is and how it can only take about 3 minutes.
And what I want to show you today is just how easy it is to hook up. It's really simple, so we'll kind of go through the steps. When you get your converter box out of your packaging, just go ahead and plug that in. Actually, let's leave it unplugged right at first. The antenna that you're using right now to pick up your signals, just a standard VHF, UHF antenna. Nothing special is needed. The same one you're using right now. You'll take that and unplug it from the back of your set that you had it in now. You're going to unplug it into the antenna input on the back of the converter box. And then from there, you're going to need a 3-foot cable, and most all the converter boxes come with this 3-foot cable. And you're going to plug that into the back of the TV, right into the RF connector. So let's screw that into that. And then on the other end, you're going to bring it over here and put it into the antenna out. So let me unplug this one so I can screw this one in here real quick. So that gets in good and tight. We'll plug this in. Okay, that's all there is to it. Now from this point, go ahead and turn on your TV. Plug this in. You'll want to switch your television to either channel 3 or channel 4. We're going to have it on channel 3 just so we're set right now, because you're not going to be using the tuner or anything on your television from this point. When you have the box, it comes with a remote control, and you're going to be using the digital tuner now from this point forward. Okay, so you just turn the unit on. It'll come up here in a second. And then you want to hit the setup button. Once you hit that, you'll have this screen on here. You're going to go down. You can see right now it's on channel, and we already got the antenna. We want to go over here to, let's see, let's hit OK. Down here to auto scan. I can get down to it. There you go. And just hit OK at that point. And we'll go back. Okay, and right now it's scanning through all the signals that are available. And this is with just this little antenna. Takes just a few minutes to go through that. And the little light will flash on where it says channel found, and that's picking up all the different channels that are available. Okay, from this point, it's all programmed in, it's ready to go, and you can just scan through the different channels that are available. You're going to have a lot more channels with this digital converter box than you did on analog. So there's either 2 or 3 or up to 4 channels, like, you know, on where you used to be just getting 1. And of course, we want to go up to our favorite channel up here. There we go. And you're set and ready to roll. It's as simple as that.
All right, well, once you are all hooked up, there is an important final step, and it's a step worth repeating. When you hook up the converter box, you can have it automatically scan for digital channels. In fact, if you're watching us now through a converter box, you probably noticed the channel is 12-1 or 49-1. It's important that you rescan both when you hook up your box and after we stop broadcasting in analog on June 12th. If you don't, you might lose some of the stations you're used to getting, including Fox 12 and PDX TV. To rescan, hit the menu button on the remote that comes with your converter box, choose the automatic or easy scan option, and let the box find those digital channels for you. Well, the converter box may not solve every problem. Coming up, why some people may still have a hard time come June, even if they take steps to prevent it now. Plus, a new law will change the way you get rid of your TV and other electronics in case you decide to upgrade your set, what you need to know, and how it'll have you living green. And what can you do to help people in our community keep their TVs on after analog signals disappear? Well, there are a lot of resources out there to help make sense of this transition. For complete information about the switch,
all for just $99.99 a month with a 1-year agreement, a price that's guaranteed for 2 years. Call 1-877-729-FiOS now and get $150 back. And at no extra cost, we'll set up your wireless home network, your remote, and we'll walk you through the features. With FiOS, finding movies is a snap. You can check traffic, weather, and more on screen. Even stream music and photos from your computer to your TV. So get FiOS TV, internet, and phone and get $150 back. Don't wait. Call 1-877-729-FiOS. This is FiOS. This is big.
Cake time.
Yeah, I got it at DQ.
Oh. Oh, hey, I'll take it in.
It's okay, honey. I got it.
Come on, baby. Just let me help you out.
Well, you can grab the forks.
Give me the cake.
Fine. Here.
Thank you. No, baby.
Look what I have.
I got the forks.
Get the cake, get the glory. Dairy Queen Mother's Day cakes. Vanilla, fudge crunch, and chocolate.
You could go to a department store and get this outfit for $102. Or you could go to Ross and get the same outfit, plus the shoes, the handbag, the earrings, and the watch, and still have money left over for a taxi. Ross, the savings are unbeatable.